Devil with the blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Devil with the blue dress on. Lord have mercy. Devil with the blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Devil with the blue dress on.
Greetings, Wildcat fans. I'm Bob, and welcome to Catnips and the fourth week of the college football season. Unfortunately, I'm having to record this broadcast without the benefit of my partner in crime, my good friend Larry. But Larry, it seems, has slipped behind the cheddar curtain into the North Woods and perhaps is doing some deep reconnaissance looking for potables for the upcoming Big Ten season. We'll see what he comes back with. I've just come back from a wonderful day down at Duke, and I have to say, I really hope we continue a series with Duke somehow. The beauty of that campus, the incredible stadium, the atmosphere, the gentle hospitality of the Carolinians all add up to a great time, great road trip, and I highly recommend it if we can keep this series alive. As far as the game, well, it was hot, and I felt like I was in a Chinese wok sitting there in the stands, but somehow I survived, although, you know, in the stands it was mid-90s. I'm sure it was at least 100 down on the field. I don't know how our guys did as well as they did, but let's give some props here to the training staff because they clearly had them prepared. One thing that may have helped our players in that heat were the all-white uniforms with the all-white helmets. Now, I know there are some folks who say, well, those white helmets remind me of the Dark Ages and they don't like them so much, but for me, I remember as a little shaver all the excitement in the house during the era, and those white helmets really take me back to that time. So for those of you who can't get past the Dark Ages with the white helmets, might be that you're just a little bit challenged in terms of the historical context of the program. Fear not, there is a cure. There is this book, Northwestern Wildcat Football, by none other than my good friend Larry. And it's available at Let's Tailgate, or you can order it from them online. So for you, with the white helmets, and for everyone else, I highly recommend this book.
I guarantee it.
Oh, that's great.
As for the game itself, Cats got off to a bit of a rough start in the first half. Couldn't seem to do anything right. Some of us on the stands, we weren't sure if perhaps Duke had hacked into Coach Fitz's headset. They just had the playbook, or maybe they'd stolen our signals, or all of the above, or some combination thereof. Who knows? But it seemed like every time the Cats ran a play offensively, the Dukies were there to blow it up, and it was some pretty tough sledding. Clayton Thorson showed what being a redshirt freshman quarterback is all about with this interception throw. And after a nice return, it set up an easy touchdown scamper for Duke quarterback Thomas Sirk to put the Dukies ahead 7-0 when the score stayed that way for some time. It was really up to the Northwestern defense and special teams to carry the day. And indeed, it was the defense that finally got the team fired up in the second quarter with Dean Lowry's bat and interception that he was able to return for a few yards. That sparked the team. More importantly, Godwin Igwebuike was able to force a fumble, and that gave the Cats enough field position to kick the field goal, be able to go in just down 7-3 at the half. Second half, however, really was dominated by the Cats from the get-go, starting with the opening kickoff and a 98-yard return for a touchdown by Solomon Vault.
Solomon Vault on the near hash mark. Here's the run-up. Here is the boot. It will not reach the end zone. It'll be returned by Vault from the 3. Cuts left at the 10. Gets to the 15. To the 20. Has a blocker in front of him. He's to the 40. 45, 50. With a convoy down the far side. He's to the 25. He's to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Solomon Vault. 97 yards, and the Wildcats, just like that, take the lead.
And Warren Long was able to salt the game away with a 55-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter on a 3rd-and-1 play. that brought the Cats to a 19-10 lead that they were able to hold for the duration.
Cats in the eye here on 3rd and 1 to give. Warren Long skips through and breaks away to the 40, 35, 30. He's going to take it all the way. Touchdown! On 3rd and 1, Warren Long goes the distance.
Our play of the game is actually 2 plays, but they are sequential and therefore related. In the first, Clayton Thorson rolls out to his right and attempts to throw a pass to Miles Schuler, who has actually slipped behind the Duke coverage. A completed pass here would probably go for a touchdown. Instead, the ball falls short, hits a Duke defender in the elbow, and it shows just how much work really lies ahead in the development of Clayton Thorson to be a game-winning quarterback. The second is the following play, our punt. And on that punt, Warren Long recovers the muff by the Duke player, giving the Cats the ball at midfield and allowing them great field position to then go ahead and run out the clock and finish the game. So those are our plays of the game, rolling up into one play of the game. And hats off to Warren Long for a wonderful job recovering that muff punt. That brings us to the Purple Fist of Justice Awards. And our Purple Fist of Justice this week goes to Warren Long. Warren Long for his 55-yard touchdown run in the 4th quarter, but also his heroic recovery of that muffed punt to help seal the win. Now, Larry is the keeper of the Purple Fist, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to improvise here. But Warren, here's a Purple Fist, courtesy of the good folks at Let's Tailgate. We also want to award a Purple Fist to Anthony Walker, who seemed to be everywhere on the field when the defense was out there, and most importantly for his 19 tackles. Congratulations to you, Anthony.
Hooray for new math, new math. It won't do you a bit of good to review math. It's so simple, so very simple, that only a child can do it.
So, with 3 wins under our belt, it's time to start our weekly feature of bowl math. And this week, the bowl math is actually pretty simple, which is good because I'm a pretty simple guy when it comes to math. But with those 3 wins, we now need 3 more wins to bowl qualify, 4 more to be assured of an invitation. So 3-4 is this week's bowl math. If Larry were here, he'd probably tell us that we have an 80% chance of going to a bowl. We'll know more next week after the Ball State game when we come back, and Larry can give us an update on bowl math. You're probably wondering if it's going to be time for potables, and I'm sorry to say that it's not yet time for potables. We're going to have to wait until the conclusion of the non-conference portion of the schedule. When we come back next week at Catnips to take a look at the upcoming Big Ten campaign. So hopefully Larry's come back from his mission up in the Northwoods with some interesting potables to make the wait worthwhile. I'm certainly hoping so. Seems like a very long, long wait to me. Anyway, that's all we've got for this week. Happy you dropped by. Hope to see you again real soon. And as always, go Cats.
Getting intense up here.
New Mexico on I-40 like a Texas lizard on glass. 1,000 pedals was mashing the metal and bears was walking the grass. We trucked all day and we trucked all night, Big Benny improving our style. We could tell by the smell we was heading for hell and the devil was Dirty Lyle.